Hi, healing Health Wellness. I'm Dr. J,
I'm May.
your trusted guide to hope and health, one step
And one bite at a time.
at a time. Today, we have the pleasure of having May and me.
May and Dr. J.
We are going to do a reflection on the symposium we just did, our Community Awareness Symposium 2026, with a theme of longevity and vitality. I'm starting out May. What do you think about the symposium overall?
First of all, I congratulate the effort and the participation from volunteers, from speakers, and all the attendees, the community supports.
And the vendors.
And the vendors, yeah, the community support and the vendors, business sponsor, whether you're a nonprofit or the the business, regular business at any trade that align with our lifestyle medicine mission. You play a big part of this event. And a lot of things were unexpected, very rewarding and a pleasantly surprise, especially the speakers. We are a fan of Dr. B. And the first time we had an interaction with Dr. Mukamala, also many wonderful vendors. Anyway, I can be on and on, so you just need to watch time today.
Okay, so let's start with the speaker lineup. How you selected those speakers and how you arrange the schedule?
Well, Dr. J, I have to credit you. You actually select the theme for 2026, and you have additional how many themes lined up for next few years?
You don't want to know.
You kind of have an inventory of many themes.
Yeah, I have the
So
next 3 years at least.
so the theme longevity and vitality really resonate a lot of the people at a many level and also many ages. So the speakers, well, I have to say this is the collaborative effort. You and me, it kind of come up with some idea that we have our goal, we have our superstars. We truly want to bring the best impact to the community. So along the line, the longevity and vitality. Of course, you want to talk about the nutrition. You want to talk about the brain function from head to toe. When we talk about longevity, we means that it is a way that we all want to strive for, to live the healthy, productive life, to add more productive lives in our you should say that add more productive years in our life so we can enjoy every single day when we live on this earth. And that's how we plan this out. And of course, we take some suggestion from the community folks and they recommend so and so is very passionate, very good in this area. Would you consider that? And as you know, we are very picky in selecting the best fit to this conference. So
We all know you're very picky, yes.
so we will search all kinds of a talk or publication and have a conversation with the presenter to make sure that we can better design the session, can shine this speaker, but also can bring on the topic that can be helpful for the general public.
Yes, I think the longevity and vitality, a lot of people have the misconception. They don't need to worry about longevity or vitality or aging until they are 30, 40, or even 50. the truth is you started aging the moment you were born. And that's as simple as that. And if you're waiting to gain your vitality, longevity, and think about aging when you're 30, 40, honestly, it might be a bit late. And that's why I want to make sure people know about the definition of longevity, the vitality. It's an active process. It's not just think about it when you turn a certain age. And but at the same time, just like you said about the selecting speakers, I think you are very diligent on doing that. Whenever you have a name, a candidate, you listen to their podcast, look at their website to make sure it's not just what they believe, what they teach. You want to make sure that the message is clear. You don't confuse the audience or attendees, and they don't know what does this mean. Should I eat this? Should I do that? You want to make sure that this presenter is really a role model and have a very clear message. Yeah.
Yeah. And so when we kind of reflect on the speakers and topic that we line up this time. So we start with Dr. Mokabala, who is the AMA president. And as a leader in the AMA Association, also, of course, the national healthcare providers, he brought out beautiful examples and including his personal health journey, his passion about how important it is that we should all focus on the preventive care. Prevention is so important that to prevent us from going to the severe illness that actually can be managed by our simple, healthy lifestyle. It is our choice. But he also mentioned that if we do not know the knowledge or we do not have that knowledge available for the community to make the right choices, then we need to do a better job. So that's yeah.
I'm also very impressed with his passion. He's really concerned about the next generation, how we do the community education, and I believe when he's talk about for the cancer he has, the average lifespan is 10 years. And when people ask him about the next 10 years, and his answer was, I'm not concerned about that. That's not my top priority. I want to know what I can do to the community, to the next generation of physicians. Yeah, that's truly show his passion and not just thinking about, the 10 years. Yeah.
And one thing I do want to highlight is he is very down to earth. And he talked to anybody with whole heart full. So that really make our attendees so excited, and it is so wonderful that to have a great leader in healthcare be able to show the best community example and a bedside manner. And also he is leading a great example on how to mentor the youth in participating in the community-based health screening, support the local farmers market, encourage people adopt a very simple life, what's it called, a whole food, plant-based forward eating. So I think that's a very important, very important.
Right. I think we always like to start the symposium with a keynote speaker to have overview of the theme or the lifestyle. And then we go more specialized. And this year we have other presentations that we focus on muscle health because people don't even pay attention to muscles. They all think about the joints, arthritis, osteoporosis. I didn't realize that the same process of causing osteoporosis and arthritis will actually reduce your muscle mass and reduce your muscle function. And then we also went into the gut microbiome. Finally, we found a speaker to talk about microbiome.
Yeah, Dr. Will Boswicz, and he is very approachable, down to earth again. He is able to deliver the message to the general public,
Mm,
and kind of in a very gentle way, help people understand that, so we all feel like something we can do is not really over the head.
mm,
So that is I'm so pleased that we have that accomplished. That is a
mm,
kind of long due topic we have been trying to bring onto our conference. But after Dr. Mokabala, we have a Dr. Neil Barnard to talk about the brain health.
mm,
So how the healthy nutrition can help us enhance the brain capacity. And we have Brenda Davis, the world recognized um, plant-based nutrition, research dietitian. She help us understand how the plant-based nutrition can help it enhance our muscle
so, and bones.
and bones, right? And herself is a proven example.
Mm.
So, and breathing. We have a Dr.
Oh,
Paul
yes.
May. I have heard so many great comments about Dr. Ming's presentation, and it's truly quite eye-opening. He was able to bring on the practical practice, but also bring on the scientific proven research study. It's
Mhm.
truly very insightful. So we want to help him grow a lot more followers to practice this breathing practice. So
Yeah.
that's a breathing side, and that help enhance the brain capacity as well.
Well, I think one thing I want to mention is we built our symposium uh, based on previous years. So it's not just you can always learn new things every year, but you gain more knowledge if you come multiple years to build up. For example, Dr. Min was talking about um, the cerebral spinal fluid, CSF, coming from your spine to your brain. And they actually work with the lymphatic system
Mm,
that Dr. Malin from Mayo Clinic discussed last year. So
mhm,
one is coming from your neck, or one is coming from the back of your neck, spine to your brain.
mhm,
And it will connect there and work the magic to clean up the waste in your brain.
mhm,
And so if you came here last year and when you listen to Dr. Paul's presentation this year, you could say, now I know how important this lymphatic system is, how the breathing can affect your front and back both ways and to help your brain.
mhm. Yeah, that is true. It's very fascinating. And a lot of people comment that his presentation actually allow them to practice every day at home or at work or anywhere. So that is so simple. But we just need to remind ourselves how we can pick up the healthy lifestyle every day.
Mm, right, right.
Mhm. Then you present the sarcopenia. You also show some simple tips of showing people
Mm,
on the stage how people can practice every day. And then you kept, I think you remind people about the zero time exercise, right?
right, right. Because people always say, I don't have time to exercise. My schedule is so tight. I'm so busy. But the concept of zero time exercise is basically don't build up any time. So whenever you have a few seconds, even a few seconds, do something. Do one squat, two squats. That's one or two more than
Mm-hmm.
you wouldn't have. So
Yeah,
it just build it up right there. When you're staying in line in the grocery store, people will look at you, may look like crazy, but you're doing your exercise anyway. So
that's right. I also love the panel discussion. It's kind of a way to summarize all the
mm,
talks of the day. people
right.
can ask questions of what they learn, and it's kind of fun to see how people integrate everything together. So
Yeah,
I love that. Yeah,
right, right. And we also have our annual walk with the dog.
I
It's
know.
it's always a fun event. Um, every year we basically make into three groups based on difficulty levels. We're young leaders going all the way out, and we have a medium level going
Mm-hmm.
upstairs, and
Mm-hmm.
one the senior level that we walk slow and short distance.
Well, not necessarily senior, but people with some physical constraint that they need to take it easy and slower time. It's, I think sometimes it's more of a connection, a way for you to chat and but also
Mhm.
move a little bit. So no rush. I love the way that how you're able to uh, divide the group, different groups,
Mm.
and allow people to just to challenging themselves at a level that where they feel comfortable.
Right, right. That's like you say, no, it's not only the an opportunity to ask the group leader some medical questions, health questions, but at the same time, it is a way to connect people together. People can
Hmm.
chat, connect, and walk, exercise at the same time. So it's a really nice activity to walk with the dog.
And then in the evening, the day one always a long schedule. So in the evening, we wrap up with the one panel discussion that was presented by, it's just more like a
You.
Q&A, myself, Dr. B, and also Brenda Davis. Um, of course, our dear friend Chuck Carroll facilitate
And yeah.
this session and had a great conversation. So
Mm,
I have heard some people they enjoy that session. They pick some tips from there.
mm,
Then we move on to the next day. We start early, right? Early bird,
mhm.
7:30. We had a movement
Movement.
led by Chris uh,
Wagner from
Wagner from
125
125
Live.
Live.
And our most
And
favorite PT, physiotherapist, Chad
mhm,
Hergut, and they too led the resistance training.
mhm.
No, you just not just any exercise and movement. You wanna purposely build your muscles with resistance training.
It was so fun. Yeah, I learned a lot from that session for half hour. It's amazing.
Yeah, and oh, I think we missed something on Thursday or it's a Tuesday. The herb.
Oh no, that's on day two, Friday. So then the first lecture followed by the movement. We had Dr. Barnard continue to give out
Herb.
the second, yeah, topic about the hormone. So um, I think that was a session pertain to a lot of people. They had a question about the hormone, whether normal or not, and also what is the best way to maintain that to regulate that at a normal level.
Right. It's not just for women, but also men.
Hmm.
Now more men are concerned about their testosterone, and that's why those type of clinics are popping up nationwide to get men um, just testosterone injections. So that's a good presentation on why you don't need that, or why you need that. Anyway,
Or
yeah,
maybe consider to have truly healthy nutrition intake
right,
first
yeah.
before you decide whether you need further treatment. So
Mhm.
that would be a safe way to proceed that.
Right. And then followed by Earth,
Hmm.
yeah, Gail presenting
Oh,
on
yeah, Gail. Gail Van
Van Kempen.
Kenagan. Yes. So she introduced the herb, how that help our body, and also some way to distress ourselves.
Yeah,
It's a short session, but we want to give the people a taste of there's something that we have not exposed in the past,
right, right.
and that followed by the former president Ned and the first lady as well. from Navajo Nation.
Yep.
And
And our
so,
nation, we learn again on how the modern food affect their health and how they restore their health awareness by going back to their root, their culture of food, which is also plant-based, whole food
mhm,
plant-based.
mhm. And I really commend their leadership, also
Mm.
involved with the policy change. May not
Uh,
be easy, but what is the right thing to do
mm.
for the community. And people eventually know because the effort pay back eventually.
Yes. And this year we also have two virtual presentations.
Yes.
Um, I think the first one was that by Dr. Lin from
Mm-hmm.
Taiwan as a vice president of a hospital in Taiwan. He was the 2025 World Family
Yeah,
Doctor Association, the 5-star doctor recipient
doctor.
for the
Mm-hmm.
Southeast Asia region. So it's very well known, and he also participated in the Climate Change Council
Yeah.
discussion.
So uh, Dr. Ling mentioned about the hospital he worked at that is Chiji, Daling
Mm.
Chiji, because the hospital is they apply the vegetarian diet to all the staff employee always through a hospital even prepare the vegetarian food for patients.
Right.
So not only the practice at a clinical site, but he also implied that concept to the community,
Yep.
how to make the environment green.
Mm.
And he truly reflected the a great leadership. I still remember he quote that if you want to walk fast, walk alone. If you
Mm.
want to walk for a long run, then you walk as a group and community. So um, I really loved his quote. And
And
yeah,
I think attendees were very surprised with he had quite some data that we have not seen in US.
hmm
And so that's very refreshing, and people look at them and really shockingly presently shocked. Yeah.
and I have not, I don't know any hospital at the United States really implement the vegetarian diet for the patient in general.
Right. In general, um, they may have vegetarian option, vegan option, but it's not the whole entity.
100%. Yeah,
Right.
not like
So
100%.
the hospital in Taiwan, this hospital in Taiwan, actually this whole health system
Yeah.
is vegetarian, plant-based.
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think
And
I go ahead. We are trying to speak at the same time.
no problem. You can speak because we'll go to move on to the next one.
Okay, and then Dr. Furman, the
Um,
nutritarian diet. I think this is really very kind of very refreshing to people who already Dr. Furman's a fan or truly a very eye-opening for people who first time learn about Dr. Furman. So the nutritarian
right.
concept that now people get to put the G bombs that we try to emphasize every time when we host the plant-based health talk and cooking demo in a community and the doctors face together. So I'm so excited. I was so excited about that.
Yes. So he came out there by saying that it wasn't a vegan diet, it wasn't a vegetarian diet, the Mediterranean diet. No matter what, it's nutrition based.
Right.
You pick your food based on the nutrients, not
Right.
just based on the name, the label.
Right. Right. Especially when we talk about we don't want to overeat.
Hmm.
Remain at 80% full. And if you have a good breakfast and good lunch,
Mm.
and have a good mix of the raw vegetable and the cooked vegetable, Your
Yes.
dinner actually come with a very light quantity, and that should be enough to satisfy the meal of the day. Or sometimes you
Mm,
even don't feel hungry for supper. Because if you follow the nutritarian diet principle to pick the top selection, the the food ingredient that has the most nutrient, then
mm,
your body will be nourished by those nutrition, and you don't feel hungry all the time. Then you don't
right.
have opportunity to snack, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So who was the last presenter?
The last presenter, you mean on Friday, the
Yeah.
day two?
Hmm.
The last presenter actually is a panel discussion.
Okay. So how about the vendors?
Oh, I love those community partners. We have more than 20 booths this time. Um, from sleep, movement to the nutrition, we cover all. So we gotta, from especially for sleep this time, we have the business.
Sumanho.
Mm, Yeah, and then we also have the business to present their uh, mattress,
Mm.
right?
Yes, mattress the bed.
Mm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we have the physical therapies, home care for home care services, or like the EA therapeutic. They have
Mhm.
a facility that serve all kinds of patients.
Right.
So, and then we have a
And
media support as well.
right. Right. KMT, Times Square Media,
And
the
KDDC.
TVC.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
And Minnesota Department of Health was there.
hmm Yeah.
Yes.
Of course, our good supporter, PCRM, the exam
Hmm.
room, Jack Carroll, and Beat the Breast Cancer Rally, Building Healthy Community Group. We have a crew of probably more than 10 leaders from the Building Healthy community in the Twin City and Rochester area come to support, being the advocate of the plant-based nutrition lifestyle, help people to connect. This is a great work.
Right.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I mean
We also have the functional medicine lab, Genova was there.
Genova,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So and a few community organizations also.
And
Yeah.
we have
Anyone?
some, yeah, we have some
Anyone missing?
business. We have, well, we have a lot more. Look, this is a whole page of the sponsor. Whether they sponsor like in-kind donations such as a pillow, or the store could
Mm,
store give a card from some grocery store like Costco, Fresh Time,
mm,
or local coffee shop. I mean, everybody kind of chip in something to be part of this initiative. It is
mm.
so important that
Right.
we have their support. And so we want to continue to have that uh, collaborative effort together.
Right. Because I really want to move on to the food.
The food is the big draw too.
Right.
So this time uh, we kind of designed the food with a purpose. So
Hmm.
day one, we had the food group focus on the breakfast. We focus on the brain health and nuts and seeds, right? And
Hmm.
omega-3 rich and those kind of good ingredients. And the lunch, we
Lunch.
featured Dr. B's F goal.
F goals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with a lot of fibers, but
Mm.
also some sauerkraut,
Greens.
kimchi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Omega. All of that. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, then in the evening, we had a light refreshment with all kinds of hummus.
Tacos.
Day two, in the morning, we focus on, um, I think, also the high fiber ingredient for breakfast and very delicious. People love those chia pudding.
Mm-hmm.
Lunch, we focus on the what is it called? We call the three sisters,
Three
right?
sisters. Yeah.
So we got a beans, squash,
Corn.
corns, plus some dishes from very well-known um, recipe book, such as Brenda Davis and Dr. Joe Furman.
Mm.
So we have a great variety of the items on the menu. But we also forgot to mention this year we did something different is we add the pre-conference
Mm.
gathering with the refreshment as well. Allow our speakers, a participant vendor to get together, um, kind of a warm up the connection that before the conference. So it
Right.
was a
Right.
bonus. Yeah.
And it was a great opportunity for the attendees to really see those speakers, talk to those speakers before the symposium. Those are national speakers. They Our regular attendees don't usually go to those conferences, or it's
Mm-hmm.
very expensive actually. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
And of course, the event always um, come with the gala celebration at the
yes.
end of I mean, the last day, the evening of the second day. So this year, the food group we had is involved with the salad. It's supposed to be Napa cabbage salad and the
I
Zen garden.
The Zen garden was a beautiful, nice idea from you, right?
Yeah, it's kind of fun. I have not seen any main dish like that. So I think it's nice to use some so-called Asian healthy bouillon type of the dish. So we have the Zen garden, potato as a rack, and hummus like a
Mushroom.
yeah mushroom, the king oyster mushroom, and we dissect it into the horizontal way. The a section is like a pebble, and also we have the hummus. That's from chef's idea like a sand in the
Right.
ground. So, and then also we got a colorful cauliflower. It's like a bonsai tree. So it's kind of cute. Yeah.
Yeah, there's always the food you could play with.
Yeah, the food. And we will continue to entertain that. Well, the one of the highlights of this year's gala event is we honor PCRM and Dr. Neil Barnard of more than 40 years of a service in promoting whole food plant-based nutrition,
Mm.
also promote the humanity. So he has put his 4 decades of energy on this public work, and his team is always easy to work with and very supportive. So
Right.
really kudos his efforts.
Well, we went through how we designed the symposium, the speaker lineup, vendors, gala. Um, what what is the purpose of this community awareness symposium?
Well, to me, and you can speak up, kind of bridge the gap if I didn't mention it. I think eventually our goal is to bring the business, all the business, the local organization, everybody in a community together at
Mm.
all kinds of a sector across the board. Because a community effort is truly taken, community effort is a way to promote the overall health. We're
Right.
talking about the whole person health is like you adopt the six health pillar, right? But for the entire community, you gotta include people
Yeah.
who are in this like-minded concept and be able
Right.
to promote that within their organization and further impact the community. I think that's a goal.
Right. Right. And when we talk about personal health, family health, if your environment, I mean, the people surrounding you are not healthy, are not helpful, it's harder for you to get healthy. And that's the reason why I believe that we should focus on the community besides the individual health.
Right. So yeah, and that's why every time we always make new friends. We always extend our network, allies, and we are happy to see our presenters be able to present at a Mayo Clinic Grand Round, be
Right.
able to share their knowledge with healthcare providers because everybody is busy. I'm so glad they are able to free up a lunch hour to soak up all this great knowledge from our speakers. So that is truly the purpose, serve the purpose.
Great. I think there's a short time we went through the entire lineup, the purpose and the presentations. What are we looking ahead?
What do you think? You say you have a topic for no, you have the theme for next 3 years line up. So I don't know what do you have in mind?
Well, I do have something in mind. As I mentioned, that it's built up based on the previous years. So we talk about longevity this year. Before that, so we built up, and I think we up to a point. The future topics we will talk about generations. As we live longer, we encounter multiple generations in the household in our life. So we want to talk about how we can all get along among different generations, no generation gap, how we can keep healthy from we move from a young generation to mature generation to more mature senior population, how we keep our health. And that will be the next topic, I think.
Okay, well, that sounds like a good one because regardless of what kind of a theme you pick up, we always be able to address the needs to
Right.
all age.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Enough review today.
Well, you know what? It'll be fun if we can bring the whole board on this chat so everybody can have some suggestion and ideas. I think
Sure.
another thing is we want to invite people's suggestion and their ideas so we can always make it the next event fun and for everybody to look forward to.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that is a highlight of the and purpose of the community of wellness and truly is for the community. Yeah.
Right. So if you have any idea, any questions, suggestions, put in a chat and we'll make it better next year or more fun next year.
Yes, as long as I don't put you on the stage to dance.
That's right. I heard that Dr. B is a good dancer, so we can
Yeah.
work on that.
All
Okay.
right.
Okay. Well, thanks for joining us and here in Step 2 Wellness. I'm Dr. J,
I'm May,
guiding you toward whole person health one step
and one bite at a time.
at a time. See you next time.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye.